this is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and welcome to my video where I will be discussing about personality types based on your moon and sun sign combination. What do I mean by that? If you don't know your moon sign, then you're missing out big time, because there's really a lot more going on with your natal chart than pop astrology will have you believe. So it's time to really do your research and look at all the aspects, okay? Planets, aspects, archetypes, because astrology is really multi-layered and very intricate. So there are 9 planets in astrology. The sun and the moon are also considered planets in astrology. And each of these planets, they embody a certain energy signature or an archetype. The sun represents your exterior self, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, how you take your internal key and project it out into the world, how you want to be perceived. It's basically the mask that you wear, the Jungian mask that you like to put on to play the role of whoever you want to play. So that is your sun. Your father is the sun. So all your exterior sides, all your external personality is basically the sun. The moon, on the other hand, is all about your emotions. The moon is your emotional body. It's your emotive body. It's your connecting body. It's your childhood, your habit patterns. It's how you understand the concept of nurturance, how you give it, how you receive it. So the moon is really a very intimate part of your natal chart. If your moon is in Pisces and your sun in Scorpio, then this is your video. And might I say that you are probably one of the most profoundly spiritual as well as psychic. You are truly psychic and extremely intuitive. You could also be an empath if you let the higher vibrations of Scorpio seep in. I'll get to that in a bit. But let me talk about the moon in Pisces. What does it mean to have your moon in Pisces? Before that, you have a double water bonanza happening. Sun is in Scorpio, which is water feminine. Moon is in Pisces, water feminine. So you've got like two very intuitive, empathic, intelligent energies working. And the moon is not, does not love being in Pisces, but there are other placements for the moon like Scorpio and Gemini, where the moon is extremely comfortable, is not comfortable, okay, and is way more comfortable in Pisces. So with Pisces, why is the moon not comfortable in Pisces? See, the moon is emotions and Pisces is all about emotions. So what happens when you put 2 and 2 together? Sometimes I have seen that it can be an emotional overload. Now, emotional overload should be your key word, because you also have Sun in Scorpio. And Scorpio is known for its deep, profound emotions. So emotional depth is something, and emotion surfacing is something you've got to work through and you've got to deal with. And shadow work is going to be a huge part of who you are. Now, the moon, as I said, overload of emotions. There are no clear boundaries with the moon in Pisces, and this can make them very vulnerable when they go to the world. Extremely vulnerable. Why? Because they don't have any boundaries. Their energy is so diaphanous, so absolutely all merging and meshing with one another, that there are no boundaries. This can leave you feeling tired, drained. Emotional vampires, energy vampires can suck you dry, because you are an empath. Having a moon in Pisces, you're definitely you have vibrations of being an empath. The Heyoka empaths, most of them are moon in Pisces. I have observed that this is probably the most spiritual placement of the moon. But there's a lot of trauma involved with Pisces. Don't forget that. And okay, this dissolution energy, I wanted to speak about that more. So Pisces is all about dissolution because it's the 12th sign. It's where the soul wants to dissolve all the boundaries it has gathered through the sojourns of the 12 signs. Now it's finally in Pisces and it is time to let go. Let go of everything that we hold and to return to source code. You see, that's the very soul calling of Pisces. That's why they're always conflicted. They're always in many places at one go. They are lost. If you know someone with moon in Pisces, you know they need to flake off and just be with themselves. Being near a water body can be tremendously helpful. Epsom salt foot baths can be extremely helpful. Walking by the brook can be extremely helpful to ground yourself with this Pisces energy. If you look at the leaf of Pisces, two fishes swimming away, this represents duality. It is actually emblematic of Shiva Shakti and the manifestation of the universe. This also speaks of how a Pisces native can exist in two dimensions in one go. Okay, in the ether world as well as in the physical world. So you're definitely a healer, archetype of the mystic. So you're definitely a healer, and being ruled by Neptune, the higher octave of Venus, you're artsy, you're the mystical artist, the true artist of consciousness, and you've got to awaken that within you. Because sometimes having displacement in mutable feminine Pisces, you may be very impressionable, very gullible, giving in to what other people have to say, and that could prove detrimental to your soul growth. So you've got to have boundaries. This is who you are deep inside when the mask is off. This is who you are, the mystic, the spiritual wanderer, a person who's a dreamer, an empath, person who wants one love. Pisces is about one love. The year of Jesus Christ or Christos was the year of Pisces. Now you have your sun in Scorpio. Whoa, double water. You are psychic. Pisces moon, you're psychic. Scorpio sun, double dose of psychic. So you've got this tremendous forceful psychic energy. Use it. You can do tarot, you can do healing, you can do energy healing, you can do spirit work. There's just so much open to you with this, to work in the realm of spirit and intuition. Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac, ruled by Mars in traditional astrology and by Pluto in modern astrology. Pluto is the unconscious. It's the god of the netherworld's unconscious. It's atomic. It creates tremendous forceful changes. Okay, it deals with death and regeneration, deals with sexuality. So having Scorpio sun, you come across as this really raw, magnetic, powerful, deep, penetrating energy, male or female. And you like to get to the bottom of everything. You have to get to the crux of it. If there's a mystery out there and you don't solve it, then you're not happy, because you are Sherlock Holmes. So that's what you like to do. You like to get to the bottom of everything. You like to investigate and do your research. So here you've got the mystic researcher. So there you've got so much open to you. You can concentrate and research on the occult, because no one does it better than Scorpio sun and Pisces moon. It's amazing. You can look at doing research with the occult. You can write, express yourself. Although Scorpio is emotionally not demonstrative. Okay, so there can be a conflict here. Here you want to be all emotional, all connecting, but your Scorpio fixed water energy may actually hinder you from this connection, because Scorpio is very profound, it's very deep, and it changes everything it touches. And because it has to deal with sexuality, you have to balance your sexual key. Both these energies have a tremendous surcharge of sexual energy. With Pisces, it's more mystical and spiritual. With Scorpio, it's more visceral. So it exists, and you've got to find balance. You come across as an introvert, definitely, but you have boundaries. You come across as someone who has boundaries because you have your Scorpio sun aiding you there. So you are pretty clear that no, dude, enough is enough. I don't want to do it. Okay, you may even come across as vindictive, jealous, possessive with your Scorpio sun, but deep inside you're really not those things. You are really just pondering about life and reality and existence and spirituality and mysticism. So investigate the deep parts of your unconscious and bring them to the surface, because sun is how you want to be perceived. So you are the occult investigator, as well as you have the mystic going for you. So make the best of both worlds. I hope you like this video as much as I like making it for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my body of work, www.tinaids.com. Bye.